What's up, everyone? Welcome back in another video. Today I'm working right now on the business, and I've decided to just make a video really quick explaining some things about the pregnancy with you guys. There are a lot of people asked me, for example, I heard that you had preeclampsia. You explained a lot of things in your first video, but what exactly did you do to prevent preeclampsia from happening to you? Okay, the first thing I did was prayer. The first thing I did was, you know what? God is going to be the first thing I'm going to put in this pregnancy. I know a lot of scriptures. I know God has a lot of promises for us and for me. And I know that He has something really special with me. So I said, you know what? I'm going to put this pregnancy in God's hand. I'm going to pray. I'm going to fast. Yes, I did fast. You can fast. You can do a Daniel fast. In my case, did a Daniel fast I never know how to pronounce that, but that's the part. That's the fast of not eating, like you're not eating anything and stuff like that. I only drank water, but I did it like literally from morning till noon. And when I did the Daniel fast, I did it like till maybe 3, 4 o'clock, but only eating fruit and vegetables, drinking tea and stuff like that. So yes, that's the first thing. Prayer every morning, rebuke all seeds of the enemy about my pregnancy, all his attacks, thanking God for allowing me to make another day. Then it became week by week. I was really praising the Lord for allowing me to, see another week with my baby, because when you get like to the end, every single day and every single week counts for the baby. So yes, the first and the biggest thing I did was prayer and fasting. A lot of scriptures. You can go on the Bible app, the U version. You can find a lot of plans. I did that a lot as well. And yes, second, I had a lot of people praying for me. My family, my aunts, they were all praying for me. My mother was praying so much for me. And my husband obviously was really praying and stuff like that for us. And yeah, that's the second thing. The third thing, I maybe it's just my belief or something, but we all know, like, some people are really weird. So I did not announce my pregnancy to nobody till like 4 months. Yeah, 4 months. I announced it only to my mother-in-law, my mom. um my sister knew it like since the beginning, obviously. But yes, my mom, my mother-in-law, literally that's it. These people were the only ones who knew. My father-in-law also were the only ones who knew about my pregnancy. Then when I had like 7 months, I think, yeah, 7 months, yeah, my husband's aunts, some of them, like 2 or 3 aunts, knew about that. And then in the ninth month, some of his cousins knew about that. But then nobody else. Like, I didn't announce my pregnancy, nothing to nobody else, only these people. And like, I literally didn't announce my pregnancy. I did not say like the date. Nothing. I just wanted the peace of mind. People, when you announce your pregnancy, people be asking questions like, when is the due date, when is this, like they go be all of on your grill and stuff. So I said no, I wanted peace this time, and I did not announce my pregnancy. I just lived the moment with my family. The pregnancy, yeah, had its things also. It wasn't a really it was it was a little bit tough in the beginning and the end, the mood swings and the fear and all that. But God really really helped me with that. So yeah, the only person I really had like near me to process all that was God, obviously, my mom, aunts, my husband, so, and my sister. That's it. The other thing I did to help me with preeclampsia, with this pregnancy, let me see, was just do stuff that I find fun. Like watch a lot of messages, work on my business, because I knew I wouldn't have so many times to work on my business. So work on my business. Um, yeah, have do some things with my family, quality time and stuff. And that's it. The other but really really important thing was food. Okay, food and supplements. Yeah, you can say that. How I did not go to a crazy diet, removing salt and do all that. Because I said, listen, if something's going to happen to me, it's going to happen to me eating good, like with flavors. Um, so I didn't do too much. Like the same papito, me así dimas tampoco. Maar bij rustig. Dus I went really subtle on the salt, what I made sure to eat was a lot of protein. Preeclampsia, um, when what happens, like, for if you want to help your condition, you need to eat a lot of protein. Okay, protein helps a lot against preeclampsia. A lot of vitamin D. Um, I I ate like a lot of eggs. I bought protein powder. I have to show, I'm gonna put like somewhere here or in the description box which protein powder I bought for my pregnancy. I um drank we used to drink only soy milk, but I changed and went to regular milk just for me to get enough vitamin D. I also got vitamin D from my gynecologist, my midwife, let me say that, and my gynecologist. Because yeah, I always had like vitamin D deficiency and stuff, and in the pregnancy it can become worse. So they gave me that, and thank God right now it's super. Let me see. Yes, and obviously one thing they gave me was aspirin, baby aspirin. All of you know, if you had preeclampsia in your first pregnancy, when you're going to your second pregnancy, they will offer you baby aspirin. I took 81 milliliters first, and then they switched it and gave me 100 milliliters. And I started to drink that from week 7. Yes, from week 7 till the 36th week. After that, nothing. And but yeah, that wasn't everything, because I know a lot of people that drink baby aspirin and end up getting it anyway. So they're not like it's not a real thing that's gonna stop or prevent preeclampsia. But I did something really important. I consumed a special pregnancy tea. I did my research on a lot of tea that helps people with preeclampsia and stuff like that. And um, I drank dandelion tea. I drank the oat straw tea that helps to calm you down a little bit, and some other teas. And I've saw that it helped me so much with it. It's crazy. I told my doctor, like, do you think I can drink this tea? And he told me, like, you want to be careful with it. Don't drink too much, but you can drink it. Da, da, da. So I said, okay, I'm gonna drink just a cup of tea a day of this tea, like the dandelion, the old strand stuff, and see how it goes. And guys, it is amazing what those teas did was amazing. And I drank the tea. Yes, the tea alongside those teas, alongside with protein, vitamins. I also asked for iron tablets, because I know it's common, really common in pregnancy, especially in the end stage of pregnancy, that your iron drops a little bit. So I did not want a surprise. So yes, I asked that as well, and I really made a nice um, meal plan for me to eat for my pregnancy and my baby. I would really accentuate also on sleeping good. Um, in my first trimester, especially in your first trimester and your last trimester. In my first trimester, I did rest really, really well. In my second trimester, I was like, woo! And then my third trimester, I have to confess though, I did not really, really rest. I was really active. I was really active. I had a lot of faith. Sometimes I got scared sometimes. um I did get scared sometimes and went to the ER sometimes just to check like if everything was good, when I had like nausea and basically that's it. I think it's more because it's getting in the end, and I've never went so far in my pregnancy before. So the fact that I was so far, it was a big thing for me, and sometimes I used to get like scared and stuff. But then I used to remember the things that the promises of God, and um see my family, my kids, my husband, and I was like, everything's gonna be okay. Let me think. Yes. So yes, those are the things I did. I really, and I drink. I have to make another video showing all the things the name of all the things I consume. Anyway, I'm gonna put them in the description box. I bought my prenatal. Okay, my prenatal vitamin. The prenatal vitamin that I bought was the Seeking Health, the chewable one. It's nasty. I wish I just bought the regular one, but the chewing gum, the chewing chewables. Sorry, the chewing gum. What? The chewables I bought. They kind of taste nasty, but it's so freaking good. You have to read the ingredients. Oh my god, it's not like the cheap, like um prenatal vitamins. I liked it so much, like the results, not the taste. But at the moment, I couldn't with the taste anymore. But I drink a lot of it, so I switched for the Vitamon, the Vitamon, yeah, something like that. And just to like I already got a lot of them in that prenatal vitamin, in the previous prenatal vitamin and food. So that was just to give a little bit extra oomph, you know. So yes, let me see. That was a prenatal vitamin, and then I bought Floradix. Floradix is a natural. Um, Floradix is a natural iron drink or something like that. Yes, iron drink, and you can drink it throughout your whole pregnancy, and it's actually good because it's gonna help you not to have problems with iron, like iron, or not to have iron deficiency. And it helped me a lot because although I asked for the iron pills in the end, my iron wasn't bad. Normally I normally had my iron is always like that, but my iron was really good, and I just took that just to give me the extra vorat. I don't know how they say it in English. I need. And yeah, that's it about the iron. Let me see what else. I told you guys already about the prenatal, no, about the protein powder. I have to check the name. I'm gonna put it in the description box. The tea, um, that tea. Oh my god, that tea was so freaking good. The tea for me after God, the tea was the thing that really helped me the most in the pregnancy. It was for me. It's like the big change I did. Um, and what I did to help other moms out there, I made like I made like a mix of these herbs that's gonna help you so much with preeclampsia. If you are an expecting mom, or if you had preeclampsia already, or you're going through it, and you want to have another kid, and you want to try things to see what helps and stuff like that, I really recommend you to get it. I put it on the website. I did a lot of research on it. My gynecologist really recommended. My gynecologist was okay with it. We seen the results, and yeah, I want to put it out there. If you want to purchase it, you want to try it, I really recommend that you try this mix of tea. Please do not make like a big thing and drink it. You don't have to, like they say, papa, no hasi di mas, bebum hambre tampoco, you know but just a cup of tea in the morning. And if you're taking baby aspirin, you wait till, for example, when they tell you to stop with it, you take like 2 cups a day, but do not exceed 2 cups a day. Just 1 cup or 2 cups a day, that's it. Also, in my postpartum, I did not get postpartum preeclampsia. I was a bit concerned about that. um at the end of it, I said, you know what, I'm just going to keep doing what I do, drink my tea and all that, and yeah, and see how it's gonna help with preeclampsia. Because in my first pregnancy, I had my son with 34 weeks, and I did have postpartum preeclampsia. I did get it. It was horrible. I hate that condition so much with all my soul. And this time I didn't get it. Why? Because next to the pregnancy herbal tea that I drink, I also drank another uh other herbal teas. Like, you guys know the raspberry tea leaf, which I started to drink like with my 32 weeks, since my 32 weeks. And what we call also basura preto. Basura preto is a herb. I have no clue how they call it in English. You just gonna go on the website and find it as basura preto. That's it. Okay. That is a herb that I drank after my pregnancy in the postpartum period. It is amazing what this herb do. It is really amazing. My aunt, because these people are about herbs and stuff like that, so she knew about it, and she told me, like, you can get, I said I know where I can get it in Curacao, because in Curacao we used to drink those stuff. But I'm like, here? She said yes, and she brought me some, and I kept drinking it, and then I found more, and I'm like, you know what, this is so good. I think more women need to drink this. And since you can really find it easily, I said, you know what, I'm gonna put it on the website. If maybe someone want to purchase it to drink in their postpartum period, it will help them so much. So guys, I really recommend you guys to grab those tea and try it out. Trust me, you will be in love with it. Sorry, I'm a bit sick. um I want to point out this thing. What I really I want to point out that, okay, keep in mind that preeclampsia is something you cannot prevent. Like, you can it's a gamble. You cannot prevent preeclampsia. Like, oh, I'm gonna do this and it's gonna prevent it. No, it is just doing your research, see what products work for you, or what teas work for you, what food you're supposed to eat, what not. I ate a lot of broccoli. I drank a lot of milk. Um, the herbal teas that I mentioned to you guys. Um, I did eat fast food, not too much. Oh, and the most important thing, I did not do the glucose test. Okay, and I don't recommend none of you to do it. If you want to do it, boo boo, you can go ahead and do it. But I do not recommend nobody to do it. They told me that I had to do it because you can get diabetes, it's prone in dark skinned woman, blah 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 blah. So I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna do my own research. Okay, so what I did was, I did not go. I had an appointment, I did not go. I took my test myself at home. I purchased a glucose test, right? And I tracked my sugar levels for like 4 days. When I wake up, nuchter, before I eat, 2 hours after eating, and before I sleep, for 4 days. I did that straight. I made my list, because I had a folder, a pregnancy folder, where I put all my information, all my things nicely in that folder, my pregnancy plan and all that, you know. So I put everything nicely. I wrote them down, put everything nicely in my folder, and bring it to them, and told them I didn't do it, but this is my levels, my sugar levels, all of these days. And they said it was okay. So if you don't want to do the glucose test, please don't do it. I know a lot of women that did that that did that, and they went sick, they had a lot of headache. And if your what I understood was, if your sugar level, or if you don't pass the sugar test or something, the glucose test, they're gonna give you more of these freaking drink that contains a lot of sugar. I think 50 grams to 75 grams, and then they increase it to 100 grams if you don't pass the test, something like that. And I think it's horrible. It is horrible for you, for the baby. Imagine you feel like that. Imagine what the baby feels. You know what I'm saying? So, and then your baby have all kind of issues, you don't know why. I'm like, if first of all, why would you give me so much sugar to ingest when I'm pregnant? And second, so if I don't pass the test, you're gonna increase that amount and make me drink it? Like, what? No, not in my body. So I took a lot of I chose to say a lot more in this pregnancy, and I chose to stand my ground for the things that I think that's not good for me and my pregnancy, my baby. So yes, I said, you know what, I'm gonna do my research, I'm gonna choose, I'm gonna have a lot more to say, because in my first pregnancy I was 21, 22. I was like this, I didn't know I didn't know what to say. I didn't know nothing. So everything they told me to do, I was doing it. They told me this, I would do it. Like everything. So I'm like, no. And how did that help me? I ended up in the hospital, staying like for 3-4 weeks in the hospital every day. They're taking my blood and stuff like that. Why? Because my preeclampsia developed from mild to severe, and I got help. I had issues with my organs and stuff like that. I'm like, I don't have time this time for that. So I said, I am going to do my research. And first, when I knew I was pregnant, it hit me. I'm like, oh my gosh, like but then I said, no, you have to be strong. You're a daughter of God. This kid is a blessing. You always wanted a kid. It's just you were scared. So this time the kid is here. You are going to have that kid. Boo boo, and do your research. So that's what I did, and I left everything in God's hand. And yes, my baby is here. and he just finished eating. Papush, ay tatito, ay tatito. 1 second, guys. Ay tatito, yeah, we're gonna take a shower when you're done, huh? You take your clothes. Okay, taking your clothes. Huh? You wanna take a shower? Okay. Yes, guys. So, yeah, I took his clothes. We're going to take a shower soon. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love him so much. Yes, I just take his clothes out. It's really hot. We're going to take a shower. Yes, he's done eating. So, yes, look how big my baby is right now. My first baby was weighing 3 pounds and 4 ounces. Yes, so that's like in grams, like 1,400 grams, something like that. And this kid was born almost 3,000 grams. So I was really, really happy. No baby in the NICU this time, no premature baby. And yes, and I have to thank God for that, obviously. And yes, I told God, if you help me get out of this, I'm going to give my testimony to all other women out there, and help other women with questions, whatever. Sometimes, papas, hey, careful. Yes. Yes, sometimes pregnancy can be really tough. You can feel really lonely, scared, and you really want someone to talk to. I'm here whenever you want to talk to someone. I can help you. And yes, I remember my first pregnancy. My first pregnancy was tough, was really, really tough. So yeah, my first pregnancy was really, really tough. I didn't know nothing, and everything happened so quickly. I didn't have a lot of family by my side as well, so it was tough. It was really, really tough. I got my kid in Bath, Israel, in Boston, Massachusetts. Yes, and the going there, and it was tough. It was tough. It was tough. Yes, I still remember when I saw my first baby for the first time with all these wires on him. I literally stand by the door and I didn't touch him. I didn't come near him because I just couldn't. I was so overwhelmed that I couldn't go near him. I just kept standing there and looking at him like for a couple of minutes, and I left. I remember leaving to my room. And when I got there, just cry because it was tough. Right, Papush? And yeah, I thank God that my son now is 6 years old. He's healthy. He's really active. And oh my God. And this time I got this one healthy, preeclampsia free, health syndrome free, diabetes free, everything free. And yes, guys, so this was everything. I really, really hope to help you guys with all this information. Remember, pray a lot. I know if you're pregnant, and especially your second time, if you're pregnant, you got preeclampsia the first time, and you're looking at this video, remember, it's not the end. It's a tough time, but hold on to God. Trust me. He knows why you're going through this, and this is your testimony. You're going through something to give another women testimony of what you went through. Okay? It's not the end. Just pray a lot. Pray for you. Pray for your son's, your daughter's destiny, and you'll be fine. And if you are pregnant for the second time and you're scared, don't feel bad, because I was there too. And I just gave you some clue that you can do, some things, tips that you can do to. You're looking at me, but yeah, let's tell them what they have to do, right? Yes. You can pray a lot. You can do all these tips I told you to do, and trust me, we'll be fine. You will be okay. I know it's scary. It's really, really scary, you know. And one thing, don't look at bad news on the internet. Don't go and search for bad, um how do I say that, like for bad advice, or bad things that happen with women with preeclampsia, sorry, on the internet. What you looking at? Yes, because that will give you more and more anxiety. But if you find someone that gives you advice, that went through it already, that gives you some advice, take these advice, and yeah, do some of the things they told you to do, or what you think is good for you. And it can get really lonely sometimes. You can feel like your partner doesn't understand you, and yeah, it's true, because he's not in your shoes, he doesn't know everything we go through when we are pregnant. So talk to your partner, try to explain to him how you feel. And if you're feeling down and you want to talk to someone that makes you feel good, you want to get in contact with someone that makes you feel good, you can do that. I had, during my this pregnancy, I had a psychologist that I was talking to that really helped me out with the pregnancy as well. And yeah, I really recommend you guys to do that. And yes, guys, that's it for this video. I really hope that this video helped you a lot. If you have any question, you can ask me. And remember, put God first, because He knows why you're going through this and why you're getting your baby right now. So I really, really recommend you guys to do that. Okay, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact me. Pray a lot, get your scriptures. Remember, God has a lot of promises for us. And that's it. So see you guys in my next video.